Hello again, welcome to class 721. All right, let's finish where we left off yesterday. Let's continue where we left off yesterday. With vocabulary, the last three words or expressions on page 156. Tropezar con, encontrarse con, topar con is to run into. Me encontré casualmente con Pepe ayer. I ran into Pepe yesterday. I ran into him. Pepe. Yeah. Do you know the origin of the word Pepe? You don't know why? Well, Pepe is the nickname of Jose, but you don't know why. Okay. Because in the paintings of the Virgin Mary and Joseph said Jose, Pepe, Padre putativo. You understand? The Pepe. That's all, and all of it. It had P, Pepe. All right. That's the now you know she learns so much here for free. She doesn't buy she has the books here. She doesn't need to buy the books. Yeah. Maybe I should lower her salary. Le bajamos el sueldo. Shall we lower her salary? She's learning things. She's saying, no. Okay. Me lo pensaré. I'll think about it. All right. Tropezar con, encontrarse is to run into. How often do you run into somebody you know? Well, it's interesting. In this city of Madrid, maybe once a month I run into somebody in a restaurant or in the street. Juan, Pedro, Manolo. I run into, maybe once a month I run into somebody I know. To run into. El paro, unemployment. I have a feeling, well, the unemployment I believe is rising. It's going up. But I'm not sure because I'm speaking to you in the month of December. And when you see this program, it's probably in the month of February or March. So I don't know the trend, la tendencia a la alza o la baja. I don't know if the trend is upward or downward. Upward, backward, forward, upward, downward. I don't know the trend in February or March. Right now, I think unemployment, el paro, el desempleo, el inempleo, vamos. Con UN. Unemployment, I think, is going up. Variedad, variety. Nos cuesta horrores a los hispanohablantes decir variety. Primero problema es la V, decir V no B. Variety. Yes, there's a lot of variety of books here. There are a lot of variety. The variety. Vary is variar. Suena igual que muy. Varía muy mucho. It varies very much. How much does it vary? ¿Cuánto varía? It varies very much. Okay, variety. A wide variety of options. A variety. All right, my friends, our paragraphs. My favorite part of this class. The paragraphs. And we're going to finish. There are 198 paragraphs. Today, if time permits, I'm going to do 3. Si el tiempo lo permite. I'm going to do 3, but I'm starting with paragraph 186. We're getting closer and closer to the end. All right. But starting today, paragraph 184. Okay? Are you ready? As soon as you pick up your baggage and pass through customs, look for a rather short man who'll be holding a sign with your name on it. That's one of our drivers, and he'll take you to your hotel. The same fellow will be at the hotel at 7:30 the next morning to bring you to the office. All right. As soon as you pick up your luggage and pass through customs, as soon as you pick up your baggage, luggage, tu equipaje en el aeropuerto. Baggage, luggage. Lugaje, bagaje. All right, as soon as you pick up your baggage and pass through customs, pasar por aduanas, yeah, baggage claim, baggage. As soon as you pick up your baggage and pass through customs, que es realmente, I would say control de pasaportes, is the customs. Customs. As soon as you pick up your baggage and pass through customs, look for a rather short man holding a sign with your name on it. Yes. Yeah. Olegario Gonzalez. Okay. Yeah. As soon as you pick up your baggage, and pass through customs, busque usted o busca un señor bajito. Bueno, rather short, no del todo bajito. Look for a rather short man who will be, quien estará sosteniendo, who will be holding a sign with your name on it. Eleuterio González. Me gusta más Eleuterio. All right. Lute. with your name on it. So as soon as you pick up your baggage and pass through customs, look for a rather short man who will be holding a sign with your name on it. That's one of our drivers, conductores. That's one of our drivers, and he'll take you to the hotel. He'll take you to your hotel. The same fellow, the rather short man, will be at your hotel at 7:30 the next morning to bring you to the office. So, Eleuterio González. All right. He's from Portugal. He's Portuguese. No, he's Portuguese. He's coming to Madrid to visit me here in this office. Now, I talked to him. He says, Eleuterio, look, tomorrow, well, you're arriving this afternoon, right? Okay. On the 7 p.m. flight, right? Okay, good. Now, when you pick up your baggage, en cuanto recojas, as soon as you pick up your baggage and pass through customs, look for a rather short man who will be holding a sign with your name on it. That's one of our drivers. Ese es uno de nuestros conductores. That's one of our drivers. And he'll take you to your hotel. The same man, the same fellow, dice el mismo tipo, the same fellow will be at your hotel, will be at the hotel at 7:30 the next morning to bring you to the office, to this office. Okay. You understand? Yes, it's simply the logistics of a visitor coming from abroad. This visitor is coming from abroad. All right, he's coming from outside of Spain. And he's arriving in the afternoon or the evening, and the driver will take him to the hotel and drop him off at the hotel. The following morning, the same man, the same fellow, the same person will be at the hotel at 7:30 to pick up the man and to bring him here to this office. And they will get here at 8 o'clock. And so I will meet Eleuterio Gonzalez at 8:30 tomorrow morning, at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. All right, that's paragraph number 184. And we have finished with this page. So I can tear it up, Marta. I can tear this page into two different pieces. I have torn it into two different pieces. Now I can tear it again into two more pieces to tear it. And now I'm going to tear it up and throw it away. I have torn it up. And now I'm going to throw them, the pieces, to throw them away. And where am I going to throw them away? I'm going to throw them away in the wastebasket. The wastebasket or the waste paper basket. Yes, the wastebasket. It's very handy. It comes in handy. It really comes in handy to have a wastebasket next to me here. You can't see it, but it's there. I guarantee you. Do you think they believe me? ¿Me creerán? Well, once, I think about 20 classes ago, I showed you the wastebasket. Do you remember? I picked it up. Picked it up. Lo recogí, lo levanté y te lo enseñé. I picked it up. Me cuesta decirlo así, ¿eh? I picked it up. I picked it up. El sonido de T al final de picked, que es una D, picked. I picked it. No, I picked it. I picked it up. Las consonantes son bisagras. Hay dos o tres aquí. I picked it up and showed it. If you remember, I picked it up and showed it to you. I'm not going to pick it up now and show it. Pick it, show it. Picked it, showed it. I'm not going to pick it up now and show it to you because I've already picked it up and shown it to you. So I'm not going to do it again, but it's there. All right, now we have a new paragraph. Paragraph number 185. In his later years, he was obsessed with the idea of Europe's decline. Wow. He started 2 different essays on the subject, but never finished them. He constantly attacked the individual and collective selfishness of Europeans. Wow. This is very different from the previous paragraph. This paragraph is a high-level paragraph. In his later years, literalmente en sus años más tardíos, o sea, hacia el ocaso de su vida, o sea, los later, conforme entraba en años, in his later years, he was obsessed. He was what? Obsessed. Obeso. No, obese, no. Obsessed. Obsesionado. Yes. Okay, in his later years, he was, bueno, también obeso a lo mejor, I don't know. Maybe he was obese too, but in his later years, he was obsessed with the idea of Europe's decline. Europa, no, Europe. Okay, tú estás arriba. You are up, Europe? No, Europa. Europe. He was obsessed with Europe. No. Well, more or less. In his later years, he was obsessed with the idea of Europe's decline. Declinación, declive, el declive de Europa. La idea de que Europa entraba en declive. Estaba obsesionado con esto. In his later years, he was obsessed with the idea of Europe's decline. He started 2 essays on the subject, but never finished them. Okay, escribe un ensayo. La rebelión de las masas. Okay, he started 2 essays. He started 2 different essays on the subject, en el tema desde, the decline of Europe. He started 2 different essays. Essay es una composición o también un ensayo. No novela. It's non-fiction, not fiction. He started 2 different essays on the subject, but never finished them. He constantly attacked the individual and collective selfishness of Europeans. I don't necessarily agree with this man. Constantemente atacaba. He constantly attacked. He constantly attacked the individual and collective selfishness of Europeans. Qué fuerte. Se dice aquí, qué fuerte. You know the expression, Marta? Starting after this class, pay attention. Only women say that, females. Males never say that. You never hear, I've never heard a Spanish man say, ay, qué fuerte. I've always heard women, es de mujeres, siempre dice eso. Uy, qué fuerte. All right. But in any case, he constantly attacked the individual and collective selfishness of Europeans. Atacaba constantemente el egoísmo individual y colectivo de los europeos. The individual and collective selfishness, egoism. Egoism is a Latin word. Self, myself, selfish is egoísta. Me. Selfish. Selfishness, N-E-S-S al final, egoísmo. Egoísmo del malo. Okay, selfishness. Collective and individual. That means each person and groups, countries, territories. I don't agree with this. I don't think the Europeans are selfish. But this man apparently is obsessed with the decline of Europe. And he thinks the reason is the collective and individual selfishness of the Europeans. Okay, well, one more time. In his later years, he was obsessed with the idea of Europe's decline. The decline and fall, el declive y caída del Imperio Romano. Edward Gibbon's The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire. Hitler's decline. When did Hitler's decline begin? Hitler's decline, el declive de Hitler y los nazis, it began in the winter of 1941. The Nazi war machine at Wehrmacht moved into Russia, into the Soviet Union, in 3 fronts: Leningrad, Moscow, the Caucasus. Querían llegar hasta Baku. They wanted to reach Azerbaijan. So they moved into Russia. And Hitler decided to focus on taking Moscow, like Napoleon, but they stopped him. They stopped him on the outskirts of Moscow, in las afueras, on the outskirts of Moscow. They stopped the Germans, and the Germans never advanced after. That was the beginning of the decline. The following winter, of course, Stalingrad, and that was the clear beginning of the decline. The decline and fall of the Nazi war machine. All right, so this is the decline of Europe. In his later years, 2 años más, ya entrado en años, he was obsessed. To be obsessed, estar obsesionado con alguien, to be obsessed o con algo, to be obsessed with. He was obsessed with the idea of Europe's decline. He started 2 different essays on the subject, sobre el tema. He started 2 different essays on the subject, but never finished them. He constantly attacked the individual and collective selfishness of Europeans, or of the Europeans. Interesting. Europeans. Interesting. Okay, paragraph number 186. How much time do we have, Marta? Okay, we have plenty of time. He always keeps a magazine next to his bed to read when he can't sleep. He's gone to many doctors about his insomnia, but he's never been able to find a lasting cure. When he was younger, it didn't hurt his performance on the job, but as he's gotten older, his work has begun to decline. Otra vez decline. Todo decline hoy. All right. He always keeps a magazine next to his bed. I'm saying la mesita de noche. He always keeps a magazine next to his bed to read when he can't sleep. Yeah. Okay. He suffers insomnia. Do you suffer insomnia? No? Me neither. I don't, very rarely, I go to bed and can't fall asleep. Hardly ever. All right. In some, but this person, yes, he always keeps a magazine, una revista. He always keeps a magazine next to his bed to read when he can't sleep. And he reads, starts falling asleep. He starts falling asleep when he's reading. Oh, I'm sleeping. Closes it, and he can't sleep. When he tries to sleep, he can't. When he doesn't want to sleep, he falls asleep. Okay, all right. He always keeps a magazine next to his bed. Next to my bed? No, next to his bed. When he can't sleep. He's gone to many doctors about his insomnia. He's gone to many doctors. Ha ido a muchos médicos con el tema este de su insomnia. He's gone to many doctors about his insomnia, but he's never been able to find a lasting cure, una cura duradera, lasting, all right, permanent, a lasting cure, a lasting cure. He's gone to many doctors about his insomnia, but he's never been able, nunca podido encontrar. He's never been able to find. He's never been able to find. He's never been able to find. He's never been able to find a lasting cure. Pobrecito. When he was younger, de más joven, when he was younger, it didn't hurt. Ay, como duele, it hurts. Pero en este caso no perjudicaba. It didn't hurt his performance on the job. Su rendimiento en el trabajo. Se dice on the job, no in the job. Se puede decir in his work. It didn't hurt his performance in his work, pero no se dice. On performance on the job. Es una frase hecha. His performance on the job, your performance on the job, her performance on the job, my performance on the job, mi rendimiento en el trabajo. So, when he was younger, it didn't hurt his performance on the job. Tenía insomnia. All right, it didn't hurt. No perjudicaba su rendimiento en el trabajo. It didn't hurt his performance on the job. But, as he's gotten older, conforme se ha hecho más mayor, o más viejo, digamos, his work has begun to decline. His work has started to decline. His work has begun to decline. And this, you understand? Rubber band. All right, he always keeps a magazine next to his bed when he can't sleep. All right? When he can't sleep. I can't sleep. He's gone to many doctors. No, yeah, he's gone to many doctors about this, about his insomnia, about my insomnia, about your insomnia. Insomnia. It's the same in Spanish, right? Yeah. He's gone to many doctors about his insomnia, but he's never been able to find a lasting cure. Interesante adjetivo, lasting, duradero, cura duradera, que durase. He's never been able to find a lasting cure. Yes. When he was younger, it didn't hurt his performance on the job. It didn't affectar. It didn't affect his performance on the job. But as he has gotten older, to get old is hacerse viejo. To get older is hacerse más mayor. As he's gotten older, it's begun, no? His work has begun to decline. Su trabajo ha empezado a declinar, digamos. His work has begun to decline. Caer en calidad. His work has begun to decline. Well, so he suffers chronic insomnia. That's a problem. Some people, not many, but some people suffer chronic insomnia. I don't. I've never suffered chronic insomnia. I've suffered moments of insomnia, but it's usually my fault. If I sit down maybe at 7 p.m. or after dinner, if I watch television, I can doze off. To doze off means Hago una cabezada, doze off, and then I wake up. But then for 3 hours I can't sleep. It's strange. Una cabezada te añade 3 horas de energía. Okay. In fact, we have an expression in English, a power nap. Una siesta de repotenciación. And a power nap is 3 minutes, 5 minutes. We also say a cat nap, siesta del gato. A cat nap or a power nap means con una cabezada. I remember a man in a company, in the canteen, in the comedor canteen. He always ate, and then at the end, after the coffee, he did this for about 1 minute or 2. And he had a moment, and that was enough for him to be alert and energetic for the afternoon work. All right, see you tomorrow.